Hey, this is Dave from Not So Ancient Chinese Secret. I'm here to just give you a quick unboxing of my newest toy tool. It is the Viltrox DC-50, and what this is a simple 5-inch LCD monitor with an HDMI input that I'm going to be using with my Nikon D750s because they don't have an articulating screen that can flip forward so I can see any framings from the front. So this is going to be nice for that. It's kind of a knockoff of the Sony 5-inch display, almost exactly a direct knockoff. Opening up, warranty card, manual, very nice, and we've got a bubble wrapped thingamabob. The one thing that I already knew going in is that it does not include a battery, and I don't have a battery, so that's going to be a bit hard to test out. But what is nice is that they do include, it's childproof. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, surprise! It is a spring-loaded sunscreen hood here, which I really like, and so that protects the monitor when it's not in use. And it also has at the bottom here, my box is totally unglued, maybe not the best quality box, but good thing I'm not shooting with the box. We've got two hot shoe mounts. One is the regular that also has a 1/4" 20 at the bottom and a hot shoe, and a 1/4" 20 at the top to plug into this baby. And we also have a cable, mini HDMI to HDMI. That's very nice that they include that. And a sock! No, it's just a case, but it's a really chintzy case. Oh man, my skin's so dry, it's catching on everything. But that's kind of nice that they include that. And again, no power source and like a power supply and no battery. But yeah, it gives us the ability, let me quickly, or not so quickly, it's childproof. Open this up. Ugh. I would say look on no hands, but I gotta use both. I haven't had breakfast yet, don't blame me. And this has a very nice, on the mount, a second divot point here, and it matches of course in alignment here, and so it won't shift on you, which is very nice. It is also, it's very stiff, so if you take a look here, it's very stiff, but I can turn it, which is nice as well. I heard complaints online that it was a little too weak, but it doesn't seem weak at all. They must have improved it. And here's my D750 here. And again, flip up. Oh man, that's, ta-da! And we've got a front-facing LCD. I will try to find a battery. Back for a bonus round. I did find a power source. I do own the iCan VK7i, and unfortunately it takes a different kind of Sony battery, like the L plate battery, which does not fit on the Viltrox because this takes an FM battery and QM Sony battery, so it's too short a mounting plate. But the iCan kit that I got also included a power adapter that plugs into the wall, and that fits right into the Viltrox. So turn on this puppy here, and I will turn on my Nikon D750, and we've got live view, and oh wow, it took a while to turn on, but oh, and the speaker's on. There's a built-in speaker on the back here, and it is giving me a little bit of feedback here. But what is great is that right out of the box, plug and play, awesome, awesome. The resolution isn't going to be as nice or crisp as the iCan, but the iCan version of a 5-inch did not include 24p compatibility. 24p compatibility, and that's essentially what I like to record with on my D70s. So the Viltrox, a nice little thing for us to be able to frame our shots well and see from the front. Hey, it's double bonus time. I'm going to do a mini review of the Viltrox because I've had some time to read the manual and go over the menu settings and test it out. And so really it's an awesome little video LCD monitor. And one thing that is a negative, and pretty much the only negative I can think of, is the fact that it isn't very color accurate. So if you take a look at footage on it, it's going to be a little bit posterized on the skin tones. But that being said, I would never trust any LCD for choosing my white balance or my exposure for that matter. And I do trust the peak metering or the zebra stripes is what I set for my D750. You can check out this video over here for how we set up our D750s. And the other thing that I would say is that I wish there was a battery or power source, because out of the box you can't use it. All right, now besides all that, a couple of menu settings that I do recommend. recommend, and let's go right into it. The only feature that you need to know really, or button, to get going and set and customize your menus is going to be this little rocker switch on the side of it, and it goes up and down as well as pushes in. It's a little bit tiny, even for small fingers, but if you shove your fingernail in there, you'll be fine. You press it once in and it gives you all your menu items. The first thing I would recommend is if you're going to be using this for recording video, it's nice that it has a built-in speaker, but it will give you feedback, and feedback is not a nice thing. And so take that all the way down if you're, but the nice thing about having a speaker built in, not even my icons have a speaker built in, and if you're wanting to review an image for a client, having the built-in speaker is really nice to let them hear a little bit of the audio, and just to make sure that you've got the audio recorded properly. The two settings that I do really like to play with are the cropping settings, which is the third one down here. I press that in, and in auto mode, it pretty much shows you, what you need to know: the ISO, the aperture, as well as the shutter. But what's cool is they also have a mode here called DSLR, and the DSLR mode will fill the entire frame with your image. The cool part is I believe that the crop is actually pretty good, and it doesn't crop anything off the edges, unlike my icons. Kind of weird to get the right ratio. Now, the one caveat is I found that if I'm playing back, that it does crop the image. And so if you are now going to go into playback mode here, and I'm gonna just take a look and play this guy. And I was looking, where's the bottom of my piece of pork? And if you switch this mode back to another mode, please excuse the goofy me, like auto, then you'll notice that the bottom actually shows up again, and we don't have any of the information showing, obviously, because it's a playback mode, but the auto mode is just choosing the 16:9 mode automatically for me. But that being said, again, if you are just recording, you can choose DSLR mode, and it does not crop into your image, and it will show you the full image, which is really nice. So let's go back here, and we're going to do one more menu item to show you, and that is the peak function. Now, I bought this for framing my images, but it'd be really nice if I could also use it to determine my focus, and so focus pulling. Now, no HDMI signal, let's turn that back in the live view. And the peak function, how it works is by outlining what it thinks is in focus in white. Now, there's a black and white mode. I have no idea what that does or why that's even useful, because I can't tell anymore, because the screen isn't that high resolution that I trust it for determining focus. And the blue mode, I don't think it even does anything. But the focus mode, this is going to be interesting to test. And if I focus in and out, you'll notice that, let's say that zip tie there just turns white, surrounds with white, and that's what is now currently in focus, is the zip tie, and my finger is all white. Now, I'm going to see if that's actually useful in real life, and I hope it is, because I find it sometimes really hard to focus with the back of the camera with the LCD, because it's so tiny. And so a 5-inch monitor with the peaking function, I think, is going to be nice. And so far, so good. 2 thumbs up for the Viltrox DC-50. We've got links below. Thanks for watching. God bless.